Professor Wendy Stevens is a specialist pathologist who has contributed significantly to the diagnosis and monitoring of HIV and TB, including capacity development in this area. Her research priorities are largely in hematological malignancies, HIV, and TB for over 25 years. Professor Stevens has been responsible for the rollout of affordable CD4, viral load, EID, and HIV drug resistance programs in South Africa and its 60 centers in sub-Saharan Africa. This portfolio includes the national molecular TB testing to 207 sites. These programs have been extended to vulnerable populations such as the correctional services and peri-mining communities. Her success is due to the development of a strong research, operations, and translational laboratory medicine and multidisciplinary implementation team to support national disease priorities. This has included many innovations to address weaknesses in the pathology value chain to strive towards sustainable laboratory capacity in Africa. In early 2020, she catapulted her team's focus towards COVID-19 activities and leveraged off their years' experience in laboratory medicine to respond to necessary diagnostics for COVID-19. In October 2022, Professor Stevens, as the Executive Director, founded the WITS Diagnostic Innovation Hub at the University of the Witwatersrand. WITS DIH is managed as a syndicate under WITS Health Consortium. The primary objective of WITS DIH is to continue providing affordable and accessible innovative diagnostics to those who need it the most, expanding the diagnostic portfolio to include non-communicable diseases and molecular oncology. Her research efforts since qualification have focused largely on the HIV research arena over a period of 27 years. This can be supported by numerous peer-reviewed publications and conference presentations, with research activities that have included the expansion of early infant diagnosis of HIV, affordable HIV viral load, CD4, and investigation of HIV drug resistance. In 2006, Professor Stevens received an award from the National Department of Science and Technology for a contribution to the development of laboratory capacity in Southern Africa. She has been an advisor to and an investigator for the following HIV research networks: the International AIDS Vaccine Initiative, New York; the HIV Vaccine Trials Network, NIH-funded, Seattle; the AIDS Clinical Trials Group, NIH-funded; the Microbiocide Development Program, UK-based funding; and the ACTG Pharmacology Scientific Committee, amongst others. In addition, Professor Stevens has had investigator status for several international grant-funded projects, including the CYPRO project in collaboration with Professor McIntyre and team at the University of the Witwatersrand. Other funders of her research have more recently included the Netherlands AIDS Fund, Gates Foundation, Grand Challenges Canada Global Fund, PEPFAR, CDC, USAID, and the MRC. She has served as a consultant for the World Health Organization, Geneva, CDC Atlanta, and NIH Bethesda, USA, on several different working groups. She has also served on review committees for UNITAID, WHO, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Grand Challenges. Since November 2010, she took the role and has been appointed Head of National Priority Programs at the National Health Laboratory Service, focusing on laboratory efforts related to priority diseases that currently are HIV, TB, and cervical cancer. Professor Stevens' current portfolio includes options for implementation at scale through the National Priority Program and optimizing the clinical laboratory chain through innovations for Africa by means of the African Innovation Network. During the more recent COVID-19 outbreak, her team was responsible for national assay validation, molecular, serology, and antigen antibody-based testing. As the Executive Director and founder of the newly established WITS Diagnostic Innovation Hub at the University of the Witwatersrand, she, together with her team, aim to accelerate Africa's access to affordable, innovative diagnostic technologies by providing a platform for innovators and suppliers to evaluate and validate these technologies, as well as provide guidance to regulatory and implementation frameworks within a real-world setting.